Hi. For those of you who don't know, my name's JJ. I'm an independent filmmaker and videographer. I make content here on YouTube and Instagram and on TikTok. So I recently filmed a short called JJ's Game. It's inspired by one of my favorite Pixar shorts called Jerry's Game. I'm sure if you guys don't know the name, you guys know the short that I'm talking about. It's where the old guy plays himself in chess. This all started with how my videos mostly start, just me kind of sulking, being like, oh, woe is me, because I don't have any friends to help me film. So I was thinking, what is a concept that I can do completely alone? No crew, no actors, just me. And I thought to myself, why not do basically a Jerry's Game, but JJ's Game? If you haven't seen the short, be sure to check it out. It's here on my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this on TikTok, it's on there, and also on my Instagram. But we have this old pool table out here in storage, and in case you guys are wondering how I have this interview set up, I'll be making another video on that. So make sure to follow me if you want to know how to get your setups to look like this. So this is the pool table that I actually used in that short. It's a pretty old one. You can see in the short film there's like rips and tears in it. It doesn't really see much use, but it's out here in storage, and there's quite a bit of stuff out here, and I wanted to play into that. So instead of cleaning up the space, I kind of left it messy, and that kind of plays into the latter part of the short, where the second me actually goes to take basically the game-winning shot, but bumps into the garage door over there. And because he had to change the angle that he was going for, he misses the shot and loses. So I'm going to break down some of the things that I saw, and if you guys have any complaints, I know you guys will, just leave them in the comments. I may or may not read them. So the opening shot I actually really like. I don't actually remember why I decided to put the light in the background, so in like a visible spot in the background, like that giant spotlight. I know people are gonna complain and say it's really annoying, but that kind of just brought together the perfect shadows that I wanted. I wanted them kind of towards the camera, but if I had moved that out of frame, it would have been a little too diagonal. But also, I don't think I could have fit the light over there anyway. Also, here, that's one of the problems that you have when you're filming alone, is there's something in my hair, and I didn't even know until it fell out, I guess, on its own. So it's in the first few shots, and then you'll see here it just disappears. One thing that I didn't especially love about this is most of the sound is from the on-camera microphone. And now, before you guys crucify me, I know it's absolutely terrible, but I don't know what happened. All of my files from my sound recorder got corrupted, and I was really on a time crunch for this, so I didn't have the time to come back out and get all of the foley that I needed. So if I were to do this again and had more time, no, not even if I had more time. If I were to do this again, I would definitely do a better job at getting better audio. For some shots, I did feel a bit constrained because there's not a lot of space out here. So I would have probably chosen a few different angles, but I do still like what I ended up getting. This shot right here. So I left that light on that side just for continuity reasons. I turned it down a bit, but I didn't want it to be too dim, but I think I probably should have just pulled it entirely and then brought in just like a white light, because that really messes with the color of the ball right here. In this lighting, it looks like it maybe could have been the 8 ball, but you can see the number 4 on it. And another thing that I wish I could have done differently here is my Blackmagic cameras don't have continuous autofocus. So I would have loved a focus pull here from where the ball was to where the ball ended up, but I couldn't do that. The old and scratched up balls go well with the old and kind of beat up pool table, but if I were to do this again, I'd probably want to do it on a smooth pool table with new smooth balls. And so this is probably self-explanatory and you guys already probably assumed, but all of the tears and the debris, I did try to sweep off as much debris as I could, and some of it's under the lining, but the rips and the tears did change the trajectory of some of the balls, and it did make it a little difficult for me to make the shots that I was actually trying to do for each, for lack of a better word, shot in the short. This shot where I just barely miss knocking in the 8-ball, obviously I didn't actually do that. I'm pretty sure most of you can tell, but if you take a look at the shot before that, and then when I change angles, you can see that the angle that the that the 8-ball is actually coming in is slightly different. Even though I would have liked to have been able to do that, just pure skill, I'm not that good. I don't actually remember how obvious it is, but in this shot, I am kind of just throwing the ball. I'm pretty sure you can see my shadow or my hand just out of frame right there. That's my bad. I don't know what else I can say about that. And so the shot where I hand over my Tesla key after I end up losing to myself, initially I did like the angle, and I shot it at a shallow depth of field so that basically the word Tesla is in focus, but the rest of the shot is out of focus. Because I wanted to create a little bit more depth in the shot, instead of shooting like higher up, more of a top-down angle. Though, watching it back on the phone, it doesn't show up as well as I thought it was going to, and it doesn't show up as well as it does on my computer screen when I'm editing. So maybe more of a top-down angle may have been better. Anyway, I decided to do this video to, I don't know, kind of act like I'm important, doing like I'm a hotshot filmmaker and actually being interviewed. This is a little bit silly, but it does help me practice my craft and get better at what I do. And so I think it's absolutely worth it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments. Please don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you want to see more filmmaking content from me. I'll be doing gear reviews, tutorials, and just sharing my work with you guys. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you in the next video. It changed the trajectory of some of the balls. What am I, 12? No, I'm gonna leave that out. People aren't stupid. And so the shot where I hope this sounds good. But the colors should be basically similar. Oh, and the battery's dying on the monitors.
Uh-oh.
No. I'm basically done though.
Hello.
I just gotta tell people to like and subscribe.